Howard Jorna, and I'm going to review The Square for Beyond the Film Festival. The Square is the documentary by Egyptian-American filmmaker Jehane Noujaim. She was in Egypt at the start of the Egyptian Revolution. Her film crew consisted of people she met in the square, the focal point of the revolution. She followed several people around during these events and shot 1,600 hours of footage. The film starts out with the characters, and that is what they are, actors in a drama. At first we see images of protesters in a state of joy. It is possible to mobilize so much of society against 30 years of dictatorship. We see images of the protagonists talking about their lives and about the events. Many months later, the dictator apparently capitulates. He will concede to democracy. We see tears of joy and relief. The joy is short-lived, as nothing has changed. There is a return of the people to the square, and then the violence begins. The army is bent on silencing the protest. During the beginning of the film, I was somewhat distracted. I was aware that these characters knew they were on camera. We are all aware that we are playing out our roles. Do we act differently if it will be preserved for posterity? During the middle of the film, I was deeply moved as I saw the faces of grief. The images are graphic. We see the results of torture. We see death. It is very personal. The visuals and the way they are put together tell a compelling story. The film is more than engaging. It's not a history of the underlying causes of the strife. It does not examine why we try to impose our own perspective on others. What it is a summary of the recent history of Egypt from a people's perspective. See it for a personal history of recent events. This is Howard Jorna for Beyond the Film Festival.